Danny and Zelda sit in the middle seats while I climb into the rear seats. There's a couple of bags back here, but we make the sitting arrangement work. Also, wait, what middle seats? This is a sedan, like a normal 2-row car. This does not have a rear row, motherfucker. I've seen cars like this. They don't. This is where the where the front row sits. This is where the back row sits. Where the fuck is the back row, motherfucker? Danny and I, could you not get a sprite or like a picture of a bigger car, of an SUV or a station wagon? Danny and I, or a van, I guess. Like, Brian looks like the kind of guy who might have a van. Danny and Zelda sit in the middle seats while I climb into the rear seats. There's a couple of bags back there, but we make the seating arrangement work. I mean, didn't they describe, like, Also, isn't there a grill and, like, a duffel bag in there? How full is this car? Even so, it's way too crowded than the small car. It's a small car with 3 rows of seats, space for a grill, a duffel bag, and 6 people. Dude, why don't you just give him an SUV at this point? The car takes off on the road after Brian flicks on the radio and tunes to find the perfect station. I do my best to make some small... Why are we bringing this up? Why are we bringing up the... Like, you do know that when Damien chooses the channel in One, it's supposed to be this goofy character moment, right? It's like he turns on this cringe radio and everyone's like, ugh. It's a moment that people bounce off of, their personality. You're just like, who cares? I said it before and I'll say it again. No one wakes up at 3 a.m. and goes, I wonder what radio station the car was on that no one commented on and no one could be bothered to talk about. Could you at least give us what Brian is listening to? I do my best to try and make some small talk with Alia, but she doesn't seem interested. I mean, you're in the back row, and it's probably very awkward back there. Can you imagine being in the back seat with someone who does not want to talk to you, and you're trying your best? Just give up, man. Now is the time to quit. As Brian promised, he drops off Brandy first before taking us the rest of the way to our destination. You know, all I can think about is how just hot that concrete's gotta be. Like, you put one hand down, it's just welded to the floor with your own seared flesh. The beach is surprisingly empty for a Saturday. It's because they knew you guys were coming. You're just the biggest buzzkills in town. There's not many people here at all. It's probably too warm, if anything. It's just tourists who have no shame. What little there are very spread out, and others are skating at the large skate park. I wonder what else they're doing at a skate park. You think they might be parking there? Ugh. So... Brian is taller than even Alia. Like, Alia is probably like the height... Oh, Jesus, man. This man is huge. Again, he's a head fucking taller than Un. How is Un an adult? This man is 18. He's in senior year. After we get to the beach, Alia helps on the... Again, the fucking grill, man. Grills are not small. Even though small, compact ones still take up like a seat of space in a car. I grabbed the duffel bag, and there's more bags. So there's the duffel bag, and more bags, and a grill, and 6 people. Dude, couldn't Alia just skateboard over there and, like, clear up one of the seats? I grabbed the duffel bag, or someone sit in the middle, like with threesies. I grabbed the duffel bag, and Danny takes a few bags that are left, taking them on from Zelda. She doesn't seem too impressed by Danny's gentleman act. There, a character moment, holy shit. We found a good spot with a bench and table in the skate park. I don't know what it is, but something about the idea of going to a skate park to barbecue just seems so weird to me. Like, I get it if you're there to, like, oh, we're going to hand out some hot dogs to the skaters. You know, we're cool with the kids and all that. I'm fine with that. But I feel like if you're at the beach, you might as well just go to the fucking beach. Alia is anxious to get skating, trying to rush through any task given to her. Why the hell would she just skate over there herself, then? You know, get some warm-up in. Instead of being in that cramped car with After she helps Brian get the grill set up, she takes off with her board, leaping into the hole. It's called the bowl, thank you, and landing with her on a skateboard with ease. I guess Un wouldn't know skate terminology. He does not, in fact, skate or die. Die. Okay, I'm off to go get your mother. What the fuck is happening at that bakery? So you dropped her off, then you drop off your kids, then you drive back to pick up the cake. I mean, I know that the car was so full you probably couldn't fit that fucking cake in there anymore, but hey. Your 3 sets set up, do whatever you want. Just don't get killed or commit murder. Fine by me. Slides off. He leaves without another word. What a great dad. All he says is, hey, just fucking do whatever after you're done. What a great dad. I don't know what it is. I think... Man, the more I look at Un, man, his head. Don't worry, we're gonna talk about head sizes at a certain point too. There's a very specific piece of art where Danny's head looks like a fucking fursuit, and it's so weird because no one else's does. It leaves out another word. Probably worried about what happens if he keeps Brandy waiting too long. What do you mean? Brandy seems extremely chill to me. We'll quickly set up the table with the tablecloth, setting all the party supplies down. Man, aren't you just lame? So, who wants to do what first? Swimming, skating? I mean, you're at the skate park. That's the easy first choice. I feel like it'd be best to start skating, and then you go swimming to cool off a little. You know, get that heat in early. Zelda jumps up and down excitedly. Can we go swimming first? You know, I know that she's blue, but I keep thinking she's aquatic. I keep thinking she's like, like a little Damien. She's got little fins, but she doesn't. How's it gonna be, Yoon? I don't know how to skate or die. But I'm gonna wait a bit before swimming. You two go ahead. Okay, bro. See you out there. They both take off. I'll tell you, skate doing kick flips, grinding on the rails, doing ollies on the stairs. But is she doing pop shove-its? Is she doing that manual? Is she doing the Super McFarriel 900? Those are the stunts that matter. For some reason, there's giant floating skate ladders around the park. Don't know where those came from. I try to collect one, but then I keep getting called a giant nerd. I don't know why. What is a shoebie, anyway? She falls a couple of times, but she's quick to recover. You know, I know that she sheds. Like, it's later mentions that she experiences molting and shedding. So, like, cuts and scrapes to, like, hitting the floor probably aren't as bad to her, because she can recover the top layer fairly easy. Although it would be kind of funny if, like, every time she sheds, it's like, why are your knees and ankles, your knees and your elbows like that? It's like, yeah, you know, I fall a lot. And the wrists, too, probably. She falls over a couple of times. She's quick to recover. After about 20 minutes, she comes back covered in sweat and grabs a drink from the cooler, cracking it open with one. How the fuck? Damn, that's a thumb and a half. Holy crap, her scales shine in the sun when she's all sweaty. Why does she even sweat? Sweating is a fairly specific temperature regulation thing that humans have. It's not a very common thing. Like, I know why. Like, I didn't complain when all the little times when the dinosaurs in Snooped and Wani sweat. But, you know, she has fangs and venom. The birds have beaks. Although I imagine that scales will be quite shiny, because scales are little bumps and ridges and stuff, so the sweat would build up in a certain kind of way. Compared to human skin, which is fairly equal and even. She looks down at me, meeting me eye to eye. Dude, you've already been looking at my ass, you've been looking at my abs, you've been looking at my arms, you've been looking at my fucking tail. Now me glistening with sweat. Dude, just fucking say it. You skate? Or die? Listen, I need you to understand. You need to understand. I'm not kidding when I say there's a game where the title theme is just skate or die. Die, 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 die. It's hilarious. On the NES! It's so dumb. You don't understand the importance of skating until you're dead. You skate. Me? Oh no, I can't even stand on a board. I'm technically allergic to skateboards. Yeah, give it a try sometime. Maybe I should. I've been wanting to learn since I was a kid. It's a good excuse to start. I know that you can get E1 anytime you want, because there's a very specific choice later down the line, which, if you choose it, is the only way to get E1. If you don't take it, you can't get E1 no matter what you do. If you do take it, you are locked into E1. And all I can say is, I kind of like it. Like, game mechanic-wise, it's kind of fun to have a super obvious, ultra-mega bad choice in the game. It's like, listen, you can only get the worst ending if you're this fucking stupid, or you're completing all the endings. Brian and Brandy. Dude, were these two fuckers made for each other? Look at how many letters their names share. 4! His is 5 long. Brian and Brandy. Show back up with the most beautiful cake I've ever seen. Does Danny care about cakes? Danny's an 18-year-old man. Why does Danny care about cakes? It's decorated with a couple of pictures of a game that Danny likes. Oh my god, please. I don't need to be reminded of my own cringe cake. Please. King of Hearts. Hearts of the Kingdom. Something like that. Listen. The author could not understand Kingdom Hearts if he tried. I'm not saying Kingdom Hearts is but you know. Takes a couple of minutes for Brandy to track down Danny and Zelda. Surely you could just, like, Google, like, Kingdom Hearts cakes and find something. Actually, let's do it. Will we get anything if we type in Kingdom Hearts cake? That's a really nice Kingdom Hearts cake. It's got the little keyblade on top and the little heart and key. Oh, well, look at that. Man, some of these are pretty nice. They're simple. Like, there's something you could probably get from your baker. Because they're not that involved. Especially if you get rid of the keyblade. But these are cute. Yeah, yeah. Come on, man. You could have just fucking copy-pasted it. Just give us a little shot. Just steal it. Just steal it. No one will ever know. Who fucking cares? You're already committing plagiarism on one. You might as well do that. Takes a couple of minutes for Brandy to track down Danny and Zelda. She manages to catch her attention and bring her back for food. I like how they're lined up in terms of how tall they are. Tallest, less tall, less tall, less tall, short. The five will sit around the table while Aya takes a walk down to the beach after she scarfs down her... No, I mean, to be fair, she is a snake. She probably doesn't have the capacity to chew, so she just shoves that whole cake right down there. This is the juiciest burger I've ever had. They showed up with a fucking cake. What burger? I like how it's like, he talks about the cake, and then he brings up the burger. Like, could you not pry me for cake talk and talk about burgers instead? This must be what eating heaven is like. I'm going to describe the burger as nothing. Holy crap, you aren't kidding. Somehow, cockchair sounds worse than See? What did I tell you? Despite the fact that, honestly... How do I eat a burger? Who knows? I have teeth when I smile. Why do I have a beak if I have teeth? Who knows? I need to open a restaurant. Un is in senior year, right? Can someone please remind me? Un is in senior year, right? These are not, like, actually freshmen. And I'm being very mean. Because if these are freshmen, this is fine. If they're sophomores, If they're juniors, But these kids are, like, looking towards their finals. They're looking to college applications. They might be looking to jobs. What does Brian do for a living, anyway? Choice seems ripped from that Lunara mod. Oh, it's nothing my father taught me the proper way to make anything on the grill, which is to put it on the grill and turn on the fire. After finishing my slice of heaven. I really... Could you please not describe the hamburger in the context of having the shits? It's not a polite way to describe a good burger. I just had the best burger in my life. And now I have diarrhea. They're unrelated. I swear. Right, Danny, where's the restrooms around here? You see that shack over there with the wheelchair ramp? Remember Ronnie? Remember Olivia? She's in a wheelchair. Why does he describe the wheelchair ramp? Why not the symbols? Certainly it has like little logos for like, this is the men's room, this is the girls' room. Oh, he grabs a soda from the cooler. Give that to Aya first if you see her on the way over. Wasn't she going to the beach? She hasn't been back for a drink in a while. She's gonna get dehydrated. I thought snakes were like really adapted to the... wouldn't a snake be super adapted to like keeping their fluids on the inside? Fun fact, snake owners have described their shit as being colossal and very stinky. And that's all I can think about with Alia. Just like on there once a week, but man, it is like giving birth. I thank him and head over. Holy shit, it's the secret spot from Rocket Power. Wait a minute. Look at this beach. This is like California beach. And now it's crystal clear blue waters. As if on cue, Alia walks out of the bathroom in his swimwear again. Dude, how long has she been in there? Brian steals souls and serves Shang Tsung. Well, you know what? Everyone's got to have a job. Yo, you want a soda? If not, I'm going to look super awkward as I go into the bathroom with this. Thanks. Takes a soda out of my hand. She says something to me, but I can't hear her over the blaring alarms I'm at. You're not Anon. Dude, do not look down. Repeat, do not look down. At what? The tail or the feet? We both know you're a freak either way. We're sorry, due to the high hormone... The problem I have with this is that most of his horniness so far has kind of been contextualized as like him just being a pervert over hormones. You might want to bring in the hormones earlier if you want Un to look like he's just a victim of his body. The brain you're currently trying to use is unavailable. Say something, you idiot. Crack it over my head and I'll... This man is not very smart. The next time... First we're in Cali, now we're in Hawaii. Yeah. Scary Dave, it's a really nice beach. Okay? You don't understand. What the hell was that? We are not back at one of your old friends. Oon used to attend Ragers? How the fuck does he talk and walk like this if he attended Ragers? All your Snickers bursts into a laugh. I think that's the first time I've seen a smile. Tahiti. They're gonna farm mangoes. You know, I don't think Mango deserves to be in this game. Mango has a better agent than that. I got 2 mangoes right here, and they got better agents than this guy does. Yeah, alright, Oh, sorry. I'm thinking about your big ass. Can you really do that? I thought humans had soft skull. Why would a snake have a hard skull? Why the fuck would a snake be good at headbutts? Like, snakes do not work like that. They bite things, yes, but I don't see them headbutting something. Maybe it might be a little stronger than average because they have to compensate for limited capacity. Come on, man. Finally grow mangoes like Dutch envisioned it. What are you talking about? I've done it at parties before. Where the fuck was party boy Oon before now? She tossed a cold beverage my way without warning. Just call it beer. Prove it. I don't want to waste a soda if I mess it up. You scared? I give her a droopy-eyed, serious look. My eyes are leaking onto my shirt. That's what I think about when I see the term droopy. Or he has a stroke, I guess. I've done this trick 100 times. I smash the can against my chin and quickly get the busted side of the can into my mouth. What the fuck? I chug the entire thing. You were asked to bring this drink over to help her stop being dehydrated. You goddamn idiot. She is going to be thirsty now. Oh, he just drops. I like how it's very subtle how her smile works. But she's like, what the fuck, dude? That was my drink. Damn, dude, nice. They give me an impressed smile and points a finger gun. You could just cut this out. Just say she gives you a normal smile and points a finger gun at you, and we'll be the judge of her impressedness. Also, she does look a bit smug. Anyways, I'm gonna take a dip. See ya. He's gonna drink that salty seawater, that ice brine of Poseidon. And watch her walk it. I'm looking at that ass. Wait, can you swing your tail back and forth? She looks over her shoulder to give me a sideways glance. What did you just do? Why do you twist your torso? Why can I see your tits and your ass? What are you, a fucking Image Comics cover? You want to join us for the park? She was at the skate park a little ago. She's going out to swim, Oon. Why are you asking her to come back? This isn't like with Olivia where she's intentionally staying indoors. It's like she had her skate fun, she's going to go swim, and she'll come back when she's done swimming. Well, I'm going to stop you right there. She fully turns her body towards me. Her frame is perfectly outlined in her swim trunks. I like how... So do you just want her to come back so you can ogle her some more? Dude. This isn't for me. Besides, I don't want to talk to Zelda. She always tells me Zelda will not shut the hell up about the fact that all I ever do is skate or die. She can run her mouth sometimes. How often have we seen her? Man, look at these big ol' options. I feel like a Fallout 4 protagonist. I'm spoiled for choice. Apparently this choice doesn't do anything. I have a thing I want to point out about these choices as they're integrated into the text. I think I already mentioned this, but I forgot. Internally, the way that Ren'Py seems to handle this stuff is it gives you a switch option, which basically means that it will run through all the options and then you have to jump out to exit, or it just keeps going through all the other options. For some odd reason, the way these menus are set up, it starts with the menu choice, you make the decision, it immediately jumps to another statement, and then it immediately has an escape in that jumps to the final section, which is fine, but there's really no reason to have these one-line choices be in a separate text box from the menu. Just put them in there, buddy. Code conventions are not chains. You don't have to listen to them. Also, this choice doesn't matter. It doesn't do anything. I mean, what? I mean, maybe it would be nice for all of us to be together. I bet you were together when she came out of the pool real briefly. Also, you were all together in the car. So, Danny would like it. It never means anything. I know that the car doesn't really count. It's not really a social environment, but you know what I mean. She sighs and looks down with a sad expression. Oh man, it's bad apple. Since you're adamant about it, I guess I could... I can't believe you said it to me once, Un. You said 2 lines. I'm completely smitten and utterly incapable of making up my own mind. I was just looking for an excuse at that point. My excitement makes me completely forget I need to use the restroom, so I pissed myself on the way back. I returned from... I just said, why are we even doing this? So let's get this order of operations right. Why did the restroom matter? Why couldn't Un just be told, hey, can you give Alia a can of soda before she goes swimming so she doesn't dehydrate out there? That's all you need. You don't even need Un to go... Like, what? The fucking... What? And Alia's leaning up on the ramp staring at the laughing group from afar. Maybe you could... If you wanted to keep the bat... Something seems to be on her mind. I feel like I should ask. Why isn't this just part of the initial conversation? She won't snap at me, will she? Oh my god. I like how we made a nothing choice, and now we get a real choice. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to play this like I played good old... Oh, this is odd. This is really odd. So, the first choice adds to Alia's points. Fair enough. It also sets persistent game completed to true. For some reason, at this point, at this juncture, the game sets the variable that the game has been completed, a persistent variable, so that it is kept across save states to true. It apparently does that to everything. I guess it's some sort of save function for saving the game state. It does this after every point change, which is really weird. Does this do anything? Yeah, this just shows up when it does point modifications. Oh wait, what the fuck is this? One of the choices has a variable that doesn't get set because the variable's after the jump out of the... I'm about to fucking crap myself. This is the stupidest shit I've ever seen. Does this variable even do anything? Does it even set it? I guess it could. I don't know how these switch cases work. It doesn't do anything. There's just... Oh, wait. No, that's because I have this included. It doesn't do anything. Does it? I guess if you do it like that, then no. So there's a variable that gets set to true, but doesn't get set to true. Wow. Man, the coding on this is... Let's say it's got a lot of vibes to it. Ask what's wrong or mind your own business. You know, I'm going to talk real fast about Wani and Snoot and their decision-making trees and how they function. I don't know from the top of my head. But the whole rooftop scene is supposed to be that Anon is the kind of guy who doesn't shut the hell up. So him, you know, talking is supposed to be that. Then there's the whole, like, waiting thing at the... Like, there's a certain degree of, like, you might get it wrong. Even if you're, like, you're a very clever little boy, you might get it wrong. Because you're misinterpreting the point of the question. This is so obviously, like, yeah, of course you're supposed to talk to her. She should fucking date. You want to rephrase this. This is important. Let's pull up Wani, because in Wani, the first decision is already kind of a stinker. No, Safi, Chapter 1 is not where the first decision is made. It is made in Chapter 4. Here we go. Olivia, invite Olivia to join you back outside, or convince Olivia why her family needs her out there. Now, you might say, what do you mean, Safi? Look at how nuanced these choices are. They're technically the same thing. You either invite Olivia outside and make it her decision, or you try to convince her to do something, and you're kind of like forcing it onto her. The point is that Olivia needs to make those decisions on her own. Olivia needs to do what's good for her, and just ignore this grand vision she has in her head on how things should be. And that's the point of that question. It's the same really straightforward concept. And the point is, are you paying attention? Are you realizing what the mistake is here? Because Inko is that kind of... You know what I mean, right? This is just like, hey, do you want to do the fucking plot, or do you want to shit on her? I should ask. Hey, something wrong? Oh, yeah, shakes her head. Brrr, like she's boss ass. I just really like when Boss Nass does it. It's such a fucking stupid thing. Who does that in polite conversation? I don't care. They don't care if I join them or not. Why would you think that? I see the way they look at me. They're all like, wow. Stick every opportunity to make the pervert all hot and bothered, huh? Like I'm just taking up space. It's a weird thing to say considering you visited by their house. Like, it's strongly implied she doesn't live there, like Olivia does. It's like, you're visiting their house. Your dad lives down the street. There's no way they look at her like that. It's like they think I'm here to take their food and waste their time. Oh yeah, it's a birthday party. You're supposed to take the fucking food. Do you not know how birthday parties work? Do you think the cake is just there to look pretty? Like, I know it's a really nice Kingdom Hearts cake, but it's gotta get eaten. It's just gonna go bad. Oh yeah, fundamentally does not understand parties. Great, add that to the list of character flaws. And waste that time. Yes, parties are generally time wasters. You're talking about this like you're showing up at someone's like performance review or something? Not true, they haven't said a single bad thing about you. Ali's moves to say something, but she quickly closes it. Danny and his dad were hoping you would join in. I like how you bring up the dad. Yeah, someone who's 18-year-old totally cares about their friend's dad. You don't laugh with us, joke around. Brian said, you're pretty funny. Again, stop bringing in the dad. You're 18 years old, mentally speaking, unless you're like the good boys. Which Alia clearly isn't. Also, you shouldn't be. You've apparently been to Ragers. If you go to parties, you're not... They're too nice. I feel like I took advantage of them. I mean, this makes more sense considering how the actual arrangement seems to come together, but... Have they ever done anything to hurt you? What the fuck are you talking about, buddy? Don't you mean have they said anything that would prove otherwise? Like, the hurting is like a step beyond what the actual problem is here, buddy. Well, no, but dude, you're more talking about how they're dismissive of me than... Give them a chance. You'll see what I mean. I don't know if it's the hood or what, but her head looks so small, comparatively. It's like, this is just like a little baby head, and his head's huge in comparison. I think it's mostly because the hood like covers up most of her scalp, and the mohawk is not doing any favors either. Alright, let's go. Couldn't hurt. It could hurt. It could hurt a lot. They could tell you Unis was wrong, and you're actually stupid, and we think you're poopy head. We'll leave the comfort of the semi-quiet area. I like how it's only semi-quiet. Why do we need the specificity? And head back over to the more active table. Did she slide in backwards? Wait. Okay. I need a minute. Un went to the bathrooms, where Alia was getting dressed to go swimming. Un does not give her the soda he was there to give her. Tells her to come back with him to the party. She does not, in fact, get back in her normal clothes. And has not swam. What? Why wouldn't she... One by one, they all look over at us. What's up? Happy you decided to join us there, Set. Pull out a chair for Alia, giving her a warm smile. She smiles and sits down as I push her in. Don't be mean. Take a seat next to her. You know, they might have done anything to hurt me, but you are so rough about this. We all joke about schools and the things we do for fun. I think it does this because, like, 1E structures its things like that. But 1E does have bigger choices. They do more with it. I think they just copied, like, menu structures, maybe? Or use some sort of formatter? I don't know. So, when Olivia came back, right, the first thing that happens is that Olivia shows up. And I think Damien is like, what the hell? Yeah, Damien's like, what the hell? Olivia, it's cool you're out here again. And Inko's like, hey, why are you all the way out here? And then he's like, oh, I can't send Liz's uncle. They have this cute little moment where it's like, man, those Balines are fucking terrifying. Like, we don't just go to, like, summarize text. Shouldn't this be, like, a special moment? Where's my special moment? We'll talk about school and things we do for fun. What do you do for fun, Un? We know you dance. That's it. And apparently go to parties. And not anymore. How does... Aya cracks a few jokes, too. Mostly dark humor. She keeps joking about how she's going to eat me alive, and all I can do is say, zonka, zonka, and pull at the collar of my shirt. Where did Timmy go after getting lost in a minefield? Is she telling fucking Minecraft jokebook jokes? If you're gonna bring up the Minecraft jokebook jokes, I'm pulling up the fucking Minecraft jokebook jokes. Fuck you. We're reading from the Minecraft jokebook joke. I mean, that's not a bad joke, actually, but I'm still pissed. I hate this book, a review of the Minecraft joke book. All right, here we go. We got some real thigh slappers here. Some real knee shakers. What do you call a creeper with a bomb in his hands? It doesn't matter. They will own the smithereens. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Hand grenade.
Hand grenade who? Kaboom!
Wow. I love. Oh. And the art is so fucked up. Why are they wearing party hats? The one I want to get to, though. There's one I want to get to. This literally isn't a joke. Here we go. This is apparently literally not a joke. Did you hear about the player who was so freaked out when she was attacked by a few mobs that she forgot to use her sword? What a noob. This literally is not a joke. This is what it looks like when a sense of humor commits seppuku. You're supposed to say Sudoku. Oh. I wanted to find the stupid jokes that end with, like, he was destroyed. So fucking stupid. God, this art, though. Okay, listen, I'm going to provide you exactly one picture, and it's going to tell you everything you need to know for the rest of your life about this Minecraft joke book art. Gaze upon this mighty glory. God, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Maybe I forgot. Maybe I've been imagining it. Maybe I've convinced myself. I guess I imagine things. I remember reading, seeing this, and I thought it was like twice in a row would use the exact same punchline effectively in a row. But I guess I'm just dumb. I guess I'm stupid. I guess this is why you gotta check your sources. Man, these jokes are fucking terrible. God damn. I'll be honest, I put this next to this and I'm like, you know, is it really that bad? And then it fades from my memory and I'm like, I love the full stop in the answer. Not even the joke book can muster any enthusiasm about this God damn it. And the classic joke from the MC joke book. He was destroyed. Ugh, I've had enough. I'm tired now. We all shrugged. None of us knowing the outcome. Everywhere. We all burst out laughing. Jokes cannot fail to land. We have to make the girl believe that she has a choice. They're right. She really is funny. I like how everyone here is apparently okay with some pretty dark humor. None of these people apparently are like, that's a little dark. We're like, I don't get it. 5 people of, like, apparently, like, a different age range as well, from different socioeconomic backgrounds, I imagine. Everyone's just okay with it. Like, I feel like this is the kind of moment where you can build a little nuance in characters. It's a really tiny moment. Where it's like, Zelda does not like dark humor. It doesn't have to be a big thing, but it's like, it gives her some character. It makes her feel like she's not part of the crowd in the scene. And that way we can infer that all the other characters have emotions. And a deep inner world. And aren't giving themselves tonsillitis by talking too much. She side-eyes me with a thankful look for bringing her back here. Man, all y'all really wanted to do on Danny's birthday is do her comedy routine. In case you forgot what today is for these characters. I give her a smile back, enjoying the look of her scales sparkling in the sunlight. Man, I like my girl sweaty, apparently. Sweaty and cracking jokes. The rest of the day went very well. We're not going into any detail. We're going into detail on how the fuck we got here with the car. We're not talking about the... We all sang happy birthday to Danny. He's 18, right? Shouldn't Danny just be having his own birthday party by this point? Of course, Danny enjoys all the attention. Oh, God. Oh. Fuck it. Please. Oh, no. I'm getting hit with a cringe memory. Excuse me. I need a moment to process this.